I got another video for All This Love Prison, season 1, episode 5. Let's get into it. This episode's about Tiffany, Kenneth, Black love to see it. So when they first got there, Tiffany was a little bit on edge about the sleeping arrangements because, she didn't want to seem easy or like give him that impression that they were sleeping together. But like in my opinion, and I mean I get where she's coming from, but like low key it was extra. And I only say that because it's like it's bunk beds. Like it's one thing if they gave y'all one bed, then I would, be freaking out. But it's like it's literally bunk beds. Like granted, I don't know how you feel about sleeping in the same room, but it's like it's not like you guys have to sleep together. So I don't know. She kind of made a big deal about that, but I think like the first or second night, this was like after he painted her, because like, and like this part threw me for a loop. I'm not even gonna lie, because I was really I had high expectations. Like once you say you're a pro at something, I'm just like, okay, like it's that. This man Kenneth was like, oh yeah, like I'm a painter, like da 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 da. So I'm like, okay, like he different. So at the door, every episode they be delivering a package or whatever. So the package that was delivered was like painting materials and like canvases and shit like that. So they gave him a canvas. She drew him, but she drew that nigga without a head because, of course, she was just looking at his abs. And then he was like, you go change into, something comfortable. So, she came down and he started painting her like one of his French gallus. Nah, but he just drew her head, but he was like, the first thing that always catches me about you is your eyes. So he drew her head, but I'm not gonna lie, it looked mad amateur. It looked good, but it didn't look like it didn't look like if you showed me that painting and you said this was painted by a professional, I'd be like, nigga, shut up. I'd be like, stop that right now. So later on in the night, that goes on. And like now she's comfortable, they kiss, they make out, whatever, in the bed, but she goes to the top bunk because she's like, she feels herself, about to get a Bucci cat away, so she caught herself. So that was that. The next day, in their short clip or whatever, he was saying in his short clip that he would get jealous if he's seen her acting, sexually or like intimate, because she's an actor and a model. So he's like, if she was doing a role where she was acting with a nigga, getting intimate with a nigga, I would feel away. And then her clip was her saying that like, yeah, she's acted intimate and you know what I'm saying, she's acted like that towards a nigga. So he was like, why didn't you tell me that? And this is where he was being extra, because he was like, oh, why wouldn't you tell me that? Like, and it's like, come on, gang. Like, if she's an actor, I'm not saying like every woman actor has done that, but I'm like, if you're an actor, like even like in movies that aren't romantic movies, rom-coms or none of that, like even just movies in general, like usually there's gonna be some part where it's like, oh, she has to play the wife, you know what I'm saying, or she has to play the girlfriend. So it's like, even if it's not a movie on some fucking 50 Shades of Grey, 60 days type shit, like even if it's just on some chill adventure shit, they're gonna end up kissing at some point. So I'm like, you probably should have already just kind of guessed that or assumed that, but that's just me though. But I'm not gonna lie, this show is like next level messy, because like she already admitted that she did a short film, a sexual short film or whatever, in her confessional clip, but then they took it a step further and they actually showed the sexual short film clip. I was like, is that really necessary? I mean, like she already said she did it, so like now we're just showing it to kind of just say that, to visibly see it. But I guess I wanted to piss that nigga Kenneth off even more, because I'm like, she just said that she's done it before, so it was kind of unnecessary to show the clip. But if you feel like it, I mean, you can, but okay. So yeah, that was that. Mind you, it really wasn't even a short film. It was literally just a clip. Like it happened so fast. I don't know if it was edited, like, if it was edited on the show or whatever, but it was literally like a clip. Like it wasn't even a film. That shit was short as fuck. I'm like, and she was like, I'm embarrassed. I'm like, girl, that shit happened so fast. Could nobody, we see you now, and I didn't even see if that was you in the short film or not. So I'm like, ain't nobody really gonna care like that. That's just my guess. Except for, of course, Kenneth. But so they play flag football. one of those days, and then he's cooking for her, and he was like, he pretty much got mad. And this is where I'm like, Kenneth is low key like self-destructing. Like, what's going on? He's like, oh yeah, he cooked for her and she was like getting ready or whatever. And he's like, well, when women get ready, when they say 5 minutes, it means 15. It's like, yeah. I was like, that's usually how it goes. It takes women a lengthy period of time to get ready. But she came down there, he cooked for her. Nigga made burger and fries. Not knocking it, but he was like, we I don't like how long it took you to get ready. But then like kind of getting on her for taking long to get ready. But then he got in his confessional, he was like, I'm not used to high maintenance women. And I'm like, ding, 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 ding. I already knew from the way that you were acting towards this. When you're with a high maintenance woman, when you're with a bad bitch, they're 24/7 a bad bitch. Every they can't never go nowhere on chill. You know when you wake up and you motherfucker just want some donut, some Dunkin', some damn Starbucks. Motherfucker wake up or well, Starbucks is I think banned in the black community. I don't know. Y'all be saying y'all gonna boycott shit and never do it. So I'm not sure. But I was gonna say 7 Brew. I never been to 7 Brew, but yeah, like when you want some chill shit. High maintenance women, bad bitches, they're never on chill shit. Everywhere they go, they gotta dress up. Everywhere they go, gotta take 1,000,001 pictures, nigga. You could it don't fucking matter. It never stops. But he was like, yeah, I was hoping that you would just come down here. It's like, nigga, she got ready for you. She even said it. What if she was on the type time of some of the women who like, oh no, we don't do this for men and we don't do that for men. It's like, okay. Mind you, these are the same hoes that I'm not even gonna get into that. But yeah, I'm like, she literally is saying that she did it for you. So it's like, for you to still be maneuvering how you're maneuvering is just odd, because it's just like, what the hell? But that is what it is. But that just threw me for a loop. And then I'm like, too, he's like, yeah, you said you was gonna. I'm like, nigga, he was like, I was hoping you would just come down. It's like, that's not how it works with a bad bitch. And then not only that, nigga, you should be glad because a real high maintenance woman, a real bad bitch is gonna look at you like, nigga, burgers and fries. Look at y'all. Well, when she like you, which is true, when she like you, nigga, she'll let it slide. But a true high maintenance woman, she didn't get dressed up. You said you was cooking for her. And you make burger and fries, nigga, that would have been the last time you ever seen her. Fellas, results may vary. Especially, well, not for the first date, especially for because it's like their first time in person, when they first date, whatever. So it's like, for the first date, you tell her come over, at least play the safe bet, make some Alfredo or something. Even that's like, I'm not even saying that's high maintenance, but like burger and fries, like, nigga, that's on some, man cave guy shit. But for the first date, but cool. He ends up walking away from her, which it was never that deep. But she was like, she had a conversation with him. They made up. He was like, I can't be mad at you. You really think I would ignore you? She was like, that's what you just did, it is what he just did. So in the end, something that was huge for her was him moving to New York, because she was staying in New York. He's staying in Ohio. So she was just like, hey, if you couldn't see yourself coming to New York, then, this is kind of pointless or whatever. And she was just really adamant about him moving, and he was like, well, let me have like 2 months. Let me have like a 2-month period to just, what I'm saying? Let it resonate, let it breathe, let it see where we go, whatnot. And she was like, nah. But in the end, they ended up leaving the island together. And then 3 months later, she was like, excuse me. In the end, he was like, I would be open to it. And she was like, okay. But in the 3 months later thing, they said, he was like, yeah, we're working things out. And she was like, I'm sorry that I kind of rushed him in terms of like moving, which like, that's huge. Like, and especially around this time, because I think this show came out in like 2014 or something like that. So like, not only to meet somebody online, an online date, but fully like move in with them and change your entire lifestyle. Like, that shit is was dangerous. And especially within a 2-month period, you got 1-2 months to get your shit together. So she's like, yeah, I'm sorry I rushed him, but we working things out, we putting the pieces together. But I know it's a lot more surreal, and it's a lot more, you know what I'm saying, it's easier said than done, and it's deeper than that. You know, people, family, people careers. You know what I'm saying? Just people being used to where they're being used to. Like it's just so many different intangibles. Besides just being like, hey, oh, you want me to leave my hometown of X amount of years? Cool. Like that I've never left before. Pick up and leave for things, and then stay with you. We won't even stay together and get a place for both of us. Literally just move in with you, fellas. That's also another rule of thumb. Just how I said, don't, and that's women ate with that one when they said, if you can't handle a bad bitch, don't date her. Yeah, that's something that should be in that notepad right now. And something else that should be in that notepad is never move in with a woman ever. Nigga, I don't care if you have nowhere to stay. You're better off sleeping on the goddamn streets than moving in with that woman. I'm telling you now. You gonna come back to the niggas who's up under a bitch right now, letting her, you know what I'm saying, living up under her, letting her be the breadwinner, XYZ. Y'all like, man, nigga, you just mad. No, nigga, I'm not just mad because I'm not living under a bitch. And how does that even sound? Mind you, I've had that opportunity before when I wasn't on good terms with close relatives in my life. And I still didn't do it because I know how that can end up. I know how that can play out. I would never. But mainly on the first point, because y'all niggas not gonna listen to the first point either. I was about to say, y'all niggas still be out here dating bad bitches and then being all insecure, being unconfident and shit like that. So I was about to say, y'all not even gonna listen to that. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but shit. And it's like after a while, you just know these things. Like for example, like I told y'all, I've dealt with crazy women before. I know that like crazy women are very impulsive. They're going to do and say a lot of things that they don't really mean. And their sign of craziness and emotion is really them showing that they care. You know what I'm saying? So half the time, the shit you have to take what they say with a grain of salt, because them bitches will say anything. Shut up, bitch ass nigga. Whole time, if you walked away, that bitch would stop you from walking away. But wait, you just told me shut the fuck up. Yeah, but she doesn't mean it, gang. But I've dealt with enough crazy women to know they don't mean the shit that they say and they don't mean the shit that they do. But that's a topic for another day. Let me go ahead and get up out of here. I'm surprised I even did this video fully because of my storage space running low, but my phone being clutch right now, so I appreciate it. I think we got 2 more episodes of this. I did say I was going to do a movie review. That shit fell on Thanksgiving. Nigga, I was fat as fuck. Boy, and I was drunk as a motherfucker on Thanksgiving, man. That's my first time having a buzz ball. Man. Them shits, they weren't gross, but they weren't good either. And I was like, what is this, 15? I only drank 2 of them. I was like, okay, cool, like, nigga, only 15%. Like, we just gonna take these down. I literally drunk them both whole in like 2 seconds. Nigga, from the time that I got out of my fucking apartment to the time I made it to the car, I was like, whoa. I sat there and I was like, whoa. And I know what you're thinking, like, man, you a lightweight. But I told you, I don't be, my partying days, my drinking, smoking days, that shit's over. Like, I don't even do that shit anymore. So I am a lightweight, nigga. Them 2 buzzballs got a nigga right. I pay $5 to be sitting over there slurred, nigga. But anyway, yeah. Hope y'all Thanksgiving was good, because this is the day after Thanksgiving I'm making this video, actually. But cool. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this, cast your friends. Don't forget to